Okay, so here is another toy that is from your dad's generation, or maybe even your grandpa's generation. Okay, this is another one of those what we call capsule toys, and this is made uh, a remake in super mini size of what they had back then. You know, which, like I said, the original toy was maybe like a foot tall or something like that, and it did have actual die-cast metal parts in there, which this toy did honor. So, show you the box, just like that. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and take him out. He does have the same instruction or little pamphlet thing uh, to show you what other ones were available. So you can see there's Getter 1, there's him, Mach Baron, and there is the UFO robot, Grandizer, and there is Black Rydane. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Okay, so we take him out, and he's in this plastic bag, and he's a big mess. So we take out his legs are apart, basically. Okay, here he is. Upper body. Okay. It's kind of hard to say what exactly is supposed to move and what exactly isn't, so kind of bear with me. This right here, this silver part right here in his lower body, all this right here is all die-cast metal, so that's awesome that they did that. His legs are plastic and the rest of him is plastic, so I just shoved his legs in, and boom, you know, we get Mach Baron. You know, he's the main character, he's the good guy of his own show. Basically, it's almost like an Ultraman type show where, you know, the pilot jumps in him and, you know, this guy comes out, kind of like Big O if you've seen that, and he fights the bad guys. Okay, except it was live action, it wasn't a cartoon. And if you notice in his foot right here, there's this white thing. What it is his foot is almost like a garage, and this super flying car is able to come out. So they put that in there. And then one thing that this guy was known for was all of his weapons are like internal, so they come from his body. So, like, you know, he had the typical fist that comes out and punches, you know, stuff like that. Missiles from the chest, you know, lightning bolt eyes, that type of stuff. So they were all from his body. So he didn't really carry like a sword or anything. So I believe there was an episode where his arm or both arms actually came off and he had to fight a monster like that. So it was kind of cool that they made it like that. I don't know if they did that on purpose to actually, you know, so you can recreate the show yourself or something. Okay, but let me go to his foot right here. Okay, there's the supercar. Okay, you can see it popping out, and it's really cool because they made it to where you could take it out. So let me try to remove this thing. It's kind of difficult, but I told you this was an old show, so it's actually a super version of a Nissan Z. I don't know if you can, how much you can see that, but I'm going to try to show you. It's super tiny. It has quite a bit of detail, believe it or not, and maybe against my hand it's better. You can see better, you know. So that's a supercar, and it just drives, and in this way, you know, you kind of want to put it to where it's facing that way. But in the show, he could just drive into his foot at any time, and the car does fly. So actually, you know what? It drives into his back, and then there's like this elevator shaft that goes all along his leg, and then it rotates, you know, and then the foot is like a garage that opens up, and then it launches from his foot, but it docks in his back. You know, that's what I remember. I saw some. I did some research because I had never seen the show, whatnot. But because he's such an old toy, you know, from way back when. So this is you know, this is it. Mach Baron. It's pretty cool. You know, retro stuff. Whoops, I'm shaking.